Boys, Chilthro just announced the brand new Easter update. I mean, he gave us a release date. He gave us a bunch of stuff that's actually going to be in the update. Dude, I'm getting very excited. Let's go right into it. Woo! Maybe cut that. That was really awkward. Please. You know it's bad when you got to beg your editor to... All right, so I'm actually currently in game, but this isn't where the action's happening. The action's happening elsewhere.
The action's actually happening
on Discord. Chilthro, the man himself. Oh wait, this was 3 days ago? Most reliable source of news and information.
Hello, Ed here. Buildimo's Easter update is coming very soon. Set to release April 2nd.
New challenges and prizes and 3 fat chunky rabbits. Dude, they just literally dropped this out of nowhere. Like, dude, this is very exciting stuff. He gave us the silhouettes of the eggs that are actually going to be in the update. He gave us like a little bit of like a teaser information, but this will probably actually be a part of like game art and stuff. So it's all around a very fat teaser. And dude, I don't know if you guys knew this about me, okay? I'm going to put these back on because they make me look smarter. I'm a detective. I am a great detective. I know a lot of things about detective work. I've spent probably 1,000 years working in the detective industry, and I will actually give you my prediction on what each and every single one of these eggs is going to be and what we're going to get in this update, okay? And I just want you to I just want to preface this by, I haven't talked about the Easter update at all with Chill. I know we're good friends. Sadly, he doesn't give me any info though, so I still have to guess. Oh, I just did that with my fist. All right, so I'm gonna open this. Oh my God, this is a high quality image. So yeah, guys, this is all around very exciting stuff just to begin with. But dude, when you start looking a little bit closer into each and every single one of these eggs, things start getting a little bit interesting. So actually, what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna look up the video about last year's Easter update, because there are some things that we can conclude from this. So actually, one of the things that we got is, you know, in the actual game, this is, by the way, there was obviously the list of eggs that we could collect every single year so far for the Easter updates. What we've gotten is we've gotten a bunch of eggs that randomly spawn around the world, and we can like do a little challenge and we can pick them up. And as you guys can see, you have this like bingo card where you actually tick off all of the ones you've gotten. And something that we can do right here, like I said, boys, 1,000 years in the detective industry. I mean, there's honestly not much that much more that I can do for you. I can grab each and every single one of these eggs, throw them in Photoshop right here. And as you guys can see, I have this other image here as well. And one thing that we can actually conclude quite quickly is the fact that we're not going to get a single duplicate egg. I mean, look at this, guys. The only egg that could be a duplicate is this one right here. This one right here actually lines up with, for example, this egg right here. But they are also just simply eggs with no real substance to them. Actually, it could also be this one, because this is also just like a generic looking egg, right? But even if we look at the rocket egg right here, which is one of the ones that I was like, as soon as I saw this egg right here, I thought to myself, I mean, this right here is gonna be the rocket egg. I mean, we've already had this. As you guys could see, this is very clearly a rocket shape. I mean, you can't tell me that this don't look like a rocket, right? But it's actually not the same as last year's. This right here was last year's rocket egg, and something that you can quite clearly tell, either maybe Chillthrill just gave it a bit of a reskin and made it look a little bit nicer, but this doesn't look the same as that. I mean, I can put them side by side for you. As you guys can see, they are very, very different. Now, if there's any indication here of how this egg is gonna work, last year's egg might still actually be a good indicator of how it will work. So this is last year's egg right here, and if you look real closely, the way we always captured it is we attached it with a harpoon. Then what you do is you picked it up and it got shot off, and then you got yourself a reward for completing it, obviously. But I am fairly confident that this is gonna be different. Now, what I'm gonna do right here, guys, is I'm gonna do some crazy, okay? I will show you what this final egg right here will actually look like. I know, pretty bold claim. I will give you a colored in version of each and every single one of these eggs right here using the power of detectiveness and a little bit of Photoshop. All right? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I present to you what my prediction is for the rocket egg. As you guys can see, don't look at that. I think this right here is going to be a pretty accurate description of what the actual rocket egg will look like. As you guys can see right here, if I just grab all my layers, this is pretty much just a painted in version of the silhouette that we have right here. Because there was this little lip, I assumed that that is where the actual like tip of the rocket would go. And dude, I think this right here is actually a pretty damn good guess on how this will actually end up looking. I mean, I added a little window because I thought it would be like nice and fancy, but besides the point, this right here actually looks not out of place. Pretty sick. If you guys are excited like I am now, dude, seeing this like first off is just so sick. But yeah, this has just got to be pretty damn exciting. So, next up, we have this egg. Now, I like to assume, right, okay? And this is gonna be a bit of a wild guess, that this is an Eraserhead scarf egg. I know, it's a bit of a wild guess, but if you see right here, this right here is Eraserhead. He's my favorite character from this anime that I'm watching. And if you look real closely, okay? If you look very closely, okay? Just squint your eyes a tiny bit, okay? I mean, please, give me something here, guys. If you squint very closely. I mean, come on. If I round this off right here, that's the egg right there. That is perfect. Dude, that is so exciting. Are we gonna get an Eraserhead scarf egg? Chill, if you actually didn't do this, bro, I will be very disappointed. I mean, I got very excited. I guess I'll be honest with you. I don't think that's gonna happen. What I think is a little bit more likely that this is something like maybe a beehive egg, because it kind of also has that little squiggly thing to it, you know? It has that squiggly quality. So I will actually make a beehive egg right here. I mean, we have a beehive stage in the game. I mean, here, get out of here, Eraserhead. We have a beehive stage in the game. I don't think it's a far stretch to think that potentially Chillthrill would add a beehive egg. Or a beehive stage. I'm messing things up in my head. Also, one thing that kind of makes me a little bit suspicious that it's a beehive is because it actually has this little dangly doogler right here. And if you guys didn't know, beehives hang off a little dangly doogler. I know, pretty crazy. So let me try making this. It's gonna be a pretty complex shape, but I think I can do it. All right, guys. So with that, this right here is what I might think this egg right here is gonna be. I made it a little bit of a beehive. I actually think that it might be closer to actual, like, Eraserhead, the guy, the man himself. I mean, it looks closer to that than this to me. But I mean, it's probably not gonna be that. So I'm gonna stick with this. I mean, I think that actually looks really freaking awesome. I'm very happy with how that turned out. I think it's about time that we move on to the next one, which is gonna be, I think, the ice egg. I mean, you can see the ice drooping down there. It's transparent, so it's kind of a dead giveaway, as well as the fact that we had an ice egg in the past. Can I even find it? But it looked like this. It was like a was that the ice egg? Am I going crazy? Wait, did Chill get rid of the ice egg in this? I might have to dig deeper in the older history. Was there never an ice egg? Am I misremembering? Am I going crazy? I think I'm going a little kooky, boys. I think there was never an ice egg. There was a fire egg for sure. Well, I think this is still the ice egg. So guys, I'm gonna make this one real quick. Gonna make it the ice egg. It's gonna look awesome. Let's get all right, guys, and that is what I think the ice egg will look like. A little something like this. As you guys can see right here, actually, it looks a lot better if I hide the background, because it's like, you know, it's a transparent thing, you know, it's got to stay transparent. But yeah, dude, I mean, that looks pretty sick to me. And I think right here, we already have ourselves 3 pretty crazy guesses. Like, straight up, it's pretty wild. All right, guys, but then next up, we actually have one that I'm going to be a little bit confused about, because it is by far going to be the most tricky. And that is the egg that just looks like a literal egg. I mean, what the heck is this gonna be? There is no actual explanation for what this is gonna look like. So I'm going to have to literally make myself a wild guess. So we've actually had a couple of eggs in the past that looked like nothing really all too special. Here, this is, I think that's the ice egg. Then we have the tic-tac-toe egg, looks like nothing. But one thing that's gonna be very tricky is coming up with a clue. Like, what is the concept behind it? So I think Chillthrill will take some inspiration from the one and only, the man, the myth, the legend. I mean, you guys better know this, right? The one and only egg. He was very, very famous at some point very recently. Relatively recently, actually. An egg went viral on Instagram, and this is what it looked like. I think we're gonna get a viral egg in Build-A-Boat. I mean, at least that's what I hope, right? Let me make it look a little bit nicer. There you go. This is what I think the regular egg will be. And then I have one egg right here that I actually have a pretty good guess for, and that is gonna be, okay, let me actually just make this one, because there's no way you guys are actually gonna believe what I think this is gonna be, okay? This is gonna be pretty wacky and wild. And that actually is, guys, a little something like this right here. I actually was planning to just Photoshop something myself, but I joined this game, okay? And it's called, like, Egg Hunt 2021 Leaks. I was like, oh, let me check that out real quick. Like, literally mid-recording. And then I found this guy. I mean, what I think is that the egg is actually wearing a fedora. Here, actually, let me show you. I mean, here, look at this, guys. Dude, that is literally the bloody egg, bro. Okay, so yeah, I was thinking that it's an egg that's wearing a fedora. And then right here, you have an egg that's wearing a fedora. Dude, that literally looks so accurate. It's kind of weird. It's kind of freaky, man. Not gonna lie. But then I'm not quite satisfied with just leaving this black and just throwing this random picture on here. So let me still make something a little bit proper. Yes! Perfect. This is what I think this egg will actually end up looking like. A little detective man. How about that? Yes! And then right here, guys, we are gonna get into, quite frankly, potentially the most interesting egg of them all. I've seen a lot of people talk about what they think this egg is. I've heard some people say that they think it's a submarine. If you think it's a submarine, I think you're an idiot. I mean, it is very obvious what this is. I mean, come on. Have y'all ever played a video game in your life? Boys, I think that this final egg is actually gonna be a bomb. I have no idea how this is gonna work, that egg, but that is genuinely what I think this looks like, because come on, boys. That don't look like a bloody submarine, man. It doesn't. Like, come on. You kind of see what I'm saying? You kind of see what I'm saying? Yes, that's what I thought as well. Now, this is actually every single one of my predictions for the Egg Hunt Update 2021. And guys, there's actually one more thing that I want to share with you guys. I want to check out my man Skelesis, his Twitter account. He's been posting a lot of stuff on here that I think we should probably talk about. On the 21st of March, which is 2 days ago. Okay, I was just making sure. He actually tweeted out, Build-A-Boat Fun Fact 19. There were about 40 eggs that were considered, a lot were rejected, and only a few were remade, which means that some of our predictions might be right and some of our predictions might be wrong. Build-A-Boat's Easter update is coming soon. Stay tuned and wait for all the prices. And this was actually with the Twitter announcement that they made. And then there's actually this other tweet by him that really grabbed my interest even more, and that's this one right here. I got Chill's approval on a massive update plan. I'm not gonna say a lot, but I will say that the update itself isn't going to necessarily affect the main map, which is a major teaser. Skelesis, what do you mean? And actually, guys, I think what he's referring to is the fact that actually, if you look in the background of this image right here, oh my god, a bunch of people tagged me. I like you. Like, if you look right here in the background, you see a minigame world, and this is actually from the previous Egg Hunt update. If you look right here, that is the exact same room as this one right here. I mean, poof, you didn't even see a change. It's just a little bit darker, right? So I think that they're probably bringing this world back. I really hope there's a lot of other cool stuff to come with it. I'm very, 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 very excited about all this. I hope you guys are too. I want to thank you all so much for watching. If you haven't already, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and let me know down below what are your predictions for this year's Egg Hunt update. I'll see you on the next one, boys. Peace out, everyone. Bye-bye.